Alright guys, I know I ain't been posting a whole bunch of videos here lately, but I've been spending every minute from daylight till dark out here working on this Kenworth. And I've got it sprayed down in black. I'm sanding it down because I got a good friend of mine, David, who is a paint and body guy. He's given me a bunch of paint and always been helpful with tips and stuff. And I talked to him the other day, and he's going to come down in the morning and we're going to lay out some stripes on this thing and paint. I'm going to paint them. He's going to lay them out because I'm cross-eyed and I couldn't pull a straight line if I had to. So he's going to lay them out for me. And then I'm going to paint them, and then he's going to help me. He's going to sit here and mix clear and help me move my ladders and my airline or whatever, and help me get this thing in clear and bury them stripes in some clear and have this thing ready to finish up with the paint. So like I said, hadn't done a whole bunch of videos because I've just been using every spare minute I got to try to work, and using every bit of daylight. The weather's getting ready to change on me, and I got to get this thing done. It's actually going to be a little cooler tomorrow than it is today, and then Sunday. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and they're calling for rain coming in on Sunday and cold weather next week. So I got to go ahead and get this thing done, and I want to get it done so I can start putting it back together. I got a lot of new parts I want to put on here. I got new stacks. You know, I've seen my bumper. Like I said, I got a little bit more work to do on my wheels to get them up to where I want them at. Which this is just buff. They're not polished yet, so. And I think I'm going to work on them a little bit more buffing wise before I try to polish them. I've got one rear and one front. This rear one I hadn't really done anything with. And then the front, it's been sanded, but it hasn't been buffed yet. So, and then I've got one front that's been buffed, but still needs a little bit more work. So we'll get that done. So we can get these things looking good. Because I want the paint to look good, and then I want this stuff these little accents to set everything off. So it's not a new truck, but I want it to look really good. I mean, it already runs good. It's got a 3406 Caterpillar motor in it. It runs like a top, and it's a powerhouse. But I want it to look as good as it runs. So, like I said, we'll work on these wheels a little bit more and get them up to snuff here. And we got some new steer tires here. So when we get done with those front wheels, we'll mount these up and get them put on the front, and like I said, finish up the rears, get them mounted up. I want to detail the frame out, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it right now. So I want to clean it up real good and paint it black, have it looking sharp and glossy. But like I said, I don't know if the weather's going to cooperate with me or not to get that done. Also, like I said, get done with this paint work so I can get the truck put back together. And then I got 2 new trim pieces for the grill. I got a new bumper. I had to take the headliner and half the interior out to get the the air horns and radio antenna and everything off the top. So I want to get that put back together so I can get the interior back in it. So been a whole bunch of work. I mean, this is the biggest thing I've ever painted, and it might not be square footage wise the most square footage I ever painted, but it's the tallest, widest, most awkward thing I ever painted. So it's been a challenge, up and down ladders and walk boards and trying to get to every little piece of it. Getting the hood painted is a major endeavor. I've painted it open and I've painted it shut. And open, you can get to most of it except for the very back edge towards the cowl, and with it shut, you can get to the fenders good, but it's hard to get to the center of the hood. So I think when I clear it, I'm gonna do a combination of both. Well, I'll paint the stripes and then clear the hood sides and the fenders, and then flip the hood down and paint the top. I'm gonna try that anyways. We'll see how it works out. So get all that done, then we'll cut and buff the paint. And once we cut and buff the paint, then we'll get we've got to put the breathers back on, put the new stacks on, put the mirrors back on. Like I said, the cab lights and horns. I got some LED turn signals to go on the front. I got some LED bulbs to go in the clearance lights that were already on the truck. I need to get some LED tail lights, but that's no big deal. I could do that anytime. But I wanted to get everything that it would take to have to not disassemble something. I mean, I want to be able to put what I had to put on it this final time without having to take anything else apart later. So that's pretty much what I got. Like I said, I want to eventually black the frame out. I mean, it's not rusty. It looks rusty, but it's not rusty, and it's really slick. It's not going to take much to get it looking really good. And I want to do that, but I don't know when I'll do it. The biggest thing is getting the thing back together, and with the cab part, and get all the exhaust back on it and everything back, like get it to be a runner again. So then we'll work out on some of the details on the frame. Like I want to fix this plug, put this plug somewhere else, get it mounted. That's kind of jacked up there. Might do something else with these airlines. So I'm looking for a 36-inch sleeper to put on here. If I do that, then I'll move that catwalk back and move this hydraulic tank back, and then mount the sleeper right there. But I really want a 36 or a 42, but I really don't want anything bigger than that. But just something on there, so if I pick up a load or something that I need to take a time off, I'll have a place to lay down for a minute or whatever. So that's what we're looking at right now. It's coming, but it's coming slow. It's not been a whole bunch to video because nobody wants to watch a whole bunch of sanding. I mean, I had thought about setting up a time lapse when we work tomorrow, doing the striping and all, but I don't know if I will, because I need to get the work done. So we'll see how it goes. Might set something up, might not, I don't know. But hopefully tomorrow this thing will be cleared up, striped up, and ready to buff, color sand and buff. So we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned and I'll show you as we go.